I think.
Hello
Trump
and Happy New
was
Year.
an avatar
Welcome
of the
back to
anger
another
of,
Barry's
of the
Beer
American working
Review.
class populace
We
who are sick
are
of the system,
finally
and as
going
Michael
to
Moore put
do
it, Trump was that
the
human
last
monkeypox horror.
two beers
But
of the
Trump was
Aldi Christmas Advent Calendar.
imperfect. He's the imperfect avatar. He wasn't.
It's been
he
a
was
little bit
just
of
that
time
embodiment of anger
since
for a lot
we
of
did our
people.
last
He did things
review.
they liked.
Just getting
You're
back
never
into the
gonna give
swing of
someone perfect,
things
I
with
guess.
He overpromised
other
and he
life
compromised a
stuff
lot,
such as
but
work,
he did try
and
to
just
at
getting
least
organized
enter some
for the
kind
new
of
year.
conversation.
So I
into
haven't
the
really had
dialogue
much
that
time
did make
to
him look like
do
a
this
bull
review,
in a china shop,
but
and
I'm
he
happy
did
to bring
have
it
the
to
corporate
you
media
now,
scared. He
here
did have
today.
the establishment
The
scared
first
somewhat,
beer
but
that
I
we're
think
gonna
he
be
also
getting
was
into
trying to be liked by them at the
is
same
a
time. And his
Brenz
ego got in the
beer.
way, and from my perspective,
It
there was a
is
lot of
a
possibilities there,
German-style
and I
lager,
think he failed on
and
a lot of
it
those
is
possibilities. But again, I don't want to be
imported
one
by
of those crazy
Prestige
leftist
Beverage Group.
lunatics
Once
that has
again,
Trump derangement
it
syndrome.
is
When he did
bottled
something good,
and
I always
produced
complimented him and gave him
in,
respect and props for standing up for certain issues and making
I
the
cannot
debates
say that,
and,
but
and
it's Belgium.
arguments that everyone was afraid to make. So let's
and
be honest. Anyone
this
who's in
is
power deserves to be
a
criticized
lager.
no
I
matter
think.
what.
I mean,
And
it's a
we
lager.
shouldn't always
We're
worship
probably gonna
celebrities
like
because
this.
when we
The
do
lager's
that,
pretty
that's
good,
what-
especially
I
a
agree.
German
And the reason I brought
lager.
up like the kind of
I
whatever
tend
space
to
this
enjoy
show
those, so
occupies
we'll
is
just go
that
ahead and get
if,
right to
if
it.
we are, if Luke is on this show and Luke's like, we got to criticize all of these people, we're certainly not
Oh,
an
yeah.
ardent Trump can do no wrong crowd.
That's
And if
perfect.
we look at what Ted Cruz said,
It's got
like
that
he's a
perfect,
lunatic,
crisp,
then I don't know who he's going after.
light
'Cause,
smell to
I've
it
seen these
that
tweets
you
where
would
they're
want
like,
in a
where's the
beer.
middle ground between the January 6th was an
And it is
insurrection and
looking
January 6th was no big
very
deal. And
clear.
it's like, we talk about it all the time, and so do most of our guests. Like, the
And
riot was
very, very
bad.
nice.
These people who were engaging in
There
violence
we
should be
are.
prosecuted, and we
Nice
don't want
color
something like
to
that
it.
happen,
Looks
but
like a
certainly there's an
lager.
insurrection. Of course, there's middle ground.
Smells
Ted
like
Cruz
a
is not
lager.
occupying that. So pandering to Democrats who hate you and souring yourself on even
It
moderates
tastes like a
who
pretty
think
damn
it's a
good
stupid thing
lager.
to say. I think he's basically just he may as well.
Doesn't taste
have
like
just
your
resigned
normal
and said,
American
I'm done. I'm
lager.
not going to run again. Maybe that's
It's,
the plan to flip
very
Texas
distinctive.
Democrat in the Senate or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe
Honestly,
it's arrogance. Maybe he's just out of touch. These people are corny individuals. Like when you
There's a
meet them
nice
in person,
blend
like,
of
dude,
hops
you
and malt
still
in
got a
there.
politician hat on, dude. We just sitting here talking. Why are you, using certain words and acting like you're in campaign
Yeah,
mode?
that's just
Some of
good.
these people are not real
You
individuals.
like lagers,
I
guys?
don't even know if they
Try out this beer.
If they go home or they still
Brenz-
wearing a suit
Brenz
and trying
beer.
to campaign to their wife or something. Or
I
whatever
enjoy
their
it.
kids. I
It's-
don't know if they're real people.
I don't really have much to say other than it's a really good lager.
I'm going to tell you why tonight is going to be the best.
It's got a
5
really
minutes
nice
of your life.
aftertaste. It doesn't really
5 minutes? That's right. I won't
it doesn't really
overpromise.
taste like any coppery
Yeah,
or
no, they
anything
are,
like
man.
that.
And I tell you, we've reached out
But it's
to
really
a lot
nice.
of politicians.
It's a nice light
and
beer.
We've been reached
Probably
out
have it
to
with a
by
steak.
like a lot of politicians have reached out, and
or
I
really
feel
for
like
anything.
even
you could
people
probably
watch, you can
down
tell.
a six-pack
You can
of
tell when
these
there's a
at like
Brandon
a
Tatum
tailgate or
sitting down
something
having
like
a real
that, and you'd
conversation, and when there's a politician
be
getting
pretty
ready to do
happy.
something.
Yeah, well, I
I
think
forgot to
politicians
look at the ABV. It's
people always
5%
say, "You should be a
ABV.
politician." I don't
So
like it
it's
because too grimy, too
right
dirty,
there
too real.
on the average
Maybe one day I may have to.
ABV
But I
content
will
for beer
never
when it comes
be a
to
guy
lagers.
that's gonna sit up here and read
And
talking
hey,
points.
I mean,
This is what I should
it's
say, because
beautiful.
people think I'm
Tastes
just
great,
me. If you
looks
don't want to
great.
vote for me, don't vote for me.
I'd
I don't
enjoy
know why
it.
people
It
feel like they
smells
can
great
control the
too.
it's like online dating, right? People put a facade out there, and they want
Just a really good beer.
As being a certain way, and
On to the next one.
Like, oh, you're not really who you.
This one is for the 24th day of
You
Advent,
only
the
put
last
out
beer that we
things
got
that
in our
are
Aldi Advent box.
People should just.
And this
be
is by
real.
Deadly Brewing
There
Company.
should be a
Once
rating
again,
score
we've
on
seen a couple
online
of their
dating
beers
apps.
come
People
through
give
on
you
the
reviews
show.
of 5 stars.
And this
That's
time we have a
necessary.
grapefruit
That's
awesome.
India
Sorry, go
Pale
ahead.
I guess
Ale
you
with
get to
citrus
long-term
fruits.
situation. It's just
And it is
irrelevant, I
brewed
guess.
with
Like,
fresh
I found the one,
grapefruit.
and it's
This
over, and you
IPA
close
is
the account,
bursting
but no
with a
one does.
medley
You
of
keep your
hops and
accounts open.
citrus fruit aromas.
So I want to talk about
met
this
with
next
the
segment,
same
but I
crisp
do
flavors
want
on the
to.
taste.
I want to give you guys an
And,
update. So last night we had Marjorie Taylor
It
Greene on the show.
is
She was
produced
absolutely
and
fantastic.
bottled
And one of the
by
things that
Carlo
came
Brewing
up
Company,
was
Royal
Dan
Oak
Crenshaw
Road,
being listed by the World
Bagel-
Economic Forum's young young
the
global leaders thing.
Yeah, with Pete Buttigieg and
It's
Tulsi
Colorado.
Buttigieg
I'm
was a
not sure
different
how to
year.
say that.
So
Apologize
I
if I
actually
just completely
reached out to
butchered
Dan
that.
Crenshaw, and I'll give you the gist.
Oh,
of,
wait, no,
of
it's-
his statement
it's
paraphrased.
Ireland.
Basically,
Interesting.
his understanding,
I guess
or
that's
should
where
say
it was.
my takeaway from what he said
I don't
is
know.
that
It
this
says
is an
product of
editorial
Ireland,
list here
so
that they have nothing to do with. It's like
It's,
so I asked
most
him, is
likely
this like
from
Forbes
Ireland.
30 under 30, like the World Economic
And
Forum
it
just
is
decides these are
a
people we think you should watch? And he was like, yes, there was no
5%
communication
ABV.
involved. They just put me on some
Interesting.
list.
A little bit lower on the
And
IPA
now he's
side.
like, people see that and they think
This is
I'm
what it looks
associated
like.
in some way.
It's got a nice
I
skull
think
right
it's
there.
important
Pretty
that,
cool
you know, people
decal
hear
on
his
the
response,
front.
because we did pull
But
that
of
up.
course,
And
that's
I
not
even
what
said,
matters
I
in a
don't
beer.
know what this
We're
young
gonna go ahead
local
and taste
leaders
it.
thing is.
Right.
See what it tastes
And
like.
if it turns out that the Davos group just like makes a list of people they're interested in, whether you realize it or not. I don't want to smear the guy
Yeah.
or something someone else does.
And I agree with you, but why would they
Very, very citrusy.
Right?
I mean,
It's coming out of
there's
that.
got, and they're not gonna pick Trump. You know what I mean? I mean, they're not gonna pick
like
Marjorie
orange.
Greene. They're not gonna pick certain people. So why did they pick you?
got a
And I'm
tang
telling you
to
what,
it,
man, my
too.
wife cannot stand him. You know, and she just think that
I'm not
he is
sure
part of the
what
establishment.
it is. I think my
remember, and
nose
I
is
can't
deceiving me.
verify that unequivocally.
That's actually
I remember when he
really
first
pretty.
came out, and I said, "Yeah, I like."
I'm not a
this dude.
fan of
Military
fruitier
guy,
beers.
he's bad to the bone.
That's
missing
just
the eye.
because I'm
This
not
is the
like
dude.
and
And
I don't
then
have
he
the
started.
biggest
It's like
sweet
they
tooth.
get in office and they start.
But
getting
that's a
softer,
good looking
softer.
beer.
Before you know it, they're acquiescing.
We're gonna
in
go
this
ahead and
way.
taste it, 'cause
They're
I'm
trying to
curious
be
as to
cool
what
with
that
these people in the middle. They're
citrusy
not like Marjorie
medley
Greene. Like
tastes
I'm not
like.
expecting everybody to be
Cheers.
radical, but I'm expecting you to go in there and tear stuff up. I'm expecting you to go in there and stand your ground and stand on the principles that people are asking you to stand on. You got elected because you had these
Yeah.
campaign videos.
So
of you
that's
being an outsider coming in and
probably
serving
going
your
to
community
rank
because
in
you-
like the
you
average.
you know, in the military. But then you get in there and you
That's
just shrink
that
down.
tastes like an average
and you just
IPA. Like if
everybody
you were
else.
gonna get an
And
IPA that
it's
was
easy
blended
for
with
me to talk 'cause
citrus,
I'm not in politics, but like,
and
is
you
that
ordered
what
this
happens
at
to you when you get in a
pretty much
politics
any
that weren't
brewing
Not
company,
mine,
they're gonna
Taylor
have
Green.
Yeah,
a
she's
different
not-
take
Well,
on
you know,
it
but
than
how
another
long-
brewing
amazing.
company.
and
So
I love her. I met her
it's,
before she ever was in
a
politics.
very-
And I remember we were at some
wow.
conference and she was
Tastes
like,
very good.
"I'm gonna run for office."
but I feel
And
like
remember, you know,
there's
she
a
was
lot
such
of
cool
brewing companies
person in
that
the
do the
fitness.
exact same
And-
type
but,
of
like,
beer,
how long
or
is
they
she
do
gonna
the
last?
exact same
I'll
type
tell-
of
I'll
blend.
tell you-
She does shows like this for
But
a
it,
long
it,
time.
I'll
that
tell
doesn't
you-
diminish
I
the
hope-
I
fact
hope
that
so. I
it
hope she- I
tastes
hope she-
very,
The big thing
very
for me
good.
was-
It's all about the media.
There,
You like
there,
the
there.
media.
You know, she said, you know, cookie things on Facebook back in the day. She apologized for,
And
these
especially
things.
because
I don't know if I agree with her on all of her policy.
you could
positions,
probably find
but when
something
she
similar to
said
that
She went down to Congress.
you weren't
and
able to
forced
find
roll
this
call votes to
particular
make
beer
all the members actually come
by
down
Deadly
and have to
Brewing
vote
Co.
on these bills.
I'd
I
be
was just
pretty
like,
happy,
that deserves
but
standing ovation.
I really enjoy that.
Making
I'd
these
probably
people
be
do
able to
their
drink
jobs.
that
And I got messages from
anywhere.
people where they
It
were
doesn't
like,
feel
as soon
very
as I
heavy
heard
to
that,
me.
I was like, I'll vote for it.
The 5%
Because, like, all of her
ABV,
policy
I
positions
would like it
aside,
at like a
if she's
5.56,
going in and telling all these
something
members
like
of
that.
Congress,
If I'm
"Get
going to be
down
drinking
here,
an
vote, do your
IPA,
jobs.
just because it's
take it.
usually
And
a
show
little
the
heavier.
constituents
You're not
what
gonna have
you're
as many,
voting for, because otherwise
and
that
so
would
you
be hidden
probably
from
want
them.
the
So
alcohol
holding
content to
them
be a little bit
account
higher,
to the point where
so that
even
you're not getting a
Republicans are
gut
mad at her and Democrats are mad at
every
her
single
because they
time you
can't just
drink,
pass
like, a
through
couple
all these
beers.
bills really fast. I think that's great. I think,
But honestly,
the
both
more
very good
we
beers.
have
We're going to go ahead and rate
you know,
the Brens. The
stagnation
Brens
in
we're going to
government,
give.
the better government we
gonna
have.
have to
That's
taste
my
it
own
one more time.
personal perspective. That's how I see it. Because when they're arguing and fighting amongst each other, they're not trying to
7
put
out of 10
government on
bears.
someone else. And they
Very
put,
good.
Put in a lot
Above
of government on
average.
a lot of people, and she's
And
stopping
then
it
the-
somewhat.
But I
Deadly
think,
Brewing
I think
Co.
she's a great example
beer.
for all Americans. That if you feel the call to serve, you don't have to be some politician. You don't have to have some legacy of a political background.
See, that's
That's true
difficult.
for
You can
AOC
say,
as well.
I want to be
Because I really
wanna
like
do
that,
this
but I
because
feel like
feel
I
wanna make a difference.
tasted that
and if you
before
pursue it, because I
at
remember
a
her saying
different
she was
brewing
going to do it
company.
before she ever did it, and she pursued it and she won. And I think you're correct about AOC.
We're gonna
Even
give it a
though I
7
think
out of-
she's
out of
dumbing in
10
a bag
bears
of
as well.
rocks.
It's very good.
Actually,
we're going to bring it up
let
to
me-
7.5.
say-
That's not fair to the
Just
background.
because
Let me-
I enjoy the
Let me not
the
disrespect rocks
aftertaste.
like that. You know, God,
Sometimes we have
Ian's angry
ancient-
right now.
ancient-
He's triggered
ancient-
anger.
I
He
love
has a
you,
lot of
AOC.
rocks in front of
the
him.
ancient rocks.
a
I'm not
weird
going to disrespect
aftertaste
them
in
like
your mouth,
that.
but
So
that
let me
one
not
is
be
not.
superfluous.
There's-
I think that
it's
her
not bad
arguments
at
are
all.
poor.
I really
think
enjoy
that
both of these
she
beers.
believes what she's
But
saying.
I want to know what y'all
And
think.
that's
If
why
you
she's been so
know
successful.
any
I
beers
honestly
that I
believe
should
that her-
try,
the
if they're
AOC.
local to your
You
area
think- you
or
don't think
anything
she-
like
I think
that,
she's dumb
I'd
enough
love
to
to
believe
hear
it.
about
Every
them
time
so
they
I can
come
get
out and
some
they say, like, hey,
imported
AOC,
down
I'm criticizing
where I
you for this
live.
thing you did. She goes, you just want to
If
date me.
you have
think she's dumb enough to believe it.
question about
She
this
think
channel,
people wanna sleep
leave
with
it in the comments
you know what I
below.
posted?
Don't forget
Look,
to like and subscribe. And we will
I don't
come
like
back
you know,
to y'all.
We make fun of her for being dumb and
once
stuff. I'm actually
we
not a fan of doing that.
figure out
I
what
don't
other
like
type
her.
of
I
beers
do
or
think
drinks we're going to
she's
review. We're
lacking
just going to
in
figure it out.
ability. I think
I
she's a
appreciate
master
y'all
of
following
manipulation,
along. If you
master
watched all of
of
these
media
videos,
manipulation.
I really appreciate
But,
you and your support. I hope y'all have
you
a
know, I don't
wonderful
know.
new year.
I want to
and
make sure that
peace.
when we
Thanks,
when we
guys.
present
Bye.
criticisms,
Yeah.